our childhood has been ruined by social media and smartphones. Millennials will say we can't buy a house. Baby boomers will say our retirement is very uncertain. Really, the true losers in the generational war are Generation X.
Tell me what it is that makes us Generation X really so unusual.
There's this theory called the U-bend of life theory, which actually has quite a lot of academic support. You're pretty happy when you're young and you're pretty happy when you're old, but you're pretty miserable when you're in middle age. So there was a recent poll by Ipsos which found that roughly a third of Gen Xers are either not very happy or not happy at all. Some chronic health issues begin to emerge in middle age. People kind of come to realize that they're not going to achieve all they want to achieve in their career. And also they're at this tricky stage where often they have to look after both children and parents.
But haven't Generation X done pretty well in terms of wealth accumulation and tending to own their own homes?
If you look at when people's earnings start to really take off, it's in their kind of 30s and early 40s. Now, for Generation X, this coincided with the aftermath of the financial crisis of 2008, where wage growth across the world was very, very weak. So they were hit at just the moment when they were really going to see a takeoff in their earnings. If you look at the older millennials, they're actually more likely to own a home than Generation X were of the same age. And again, the long shadow of the financial crisis is to blame here, because what you had in 2008 to 2011 was a large number of foreclosures and so on, particularly in the US. And the people who got hit hardest by that were Generation X. So as a result, they've not been able to get on the housing ladder to anywhere near the same degree as the baby boomers. Gen Z will say our childhood has been ruined by social media and smartphones. Millennials will say we can't buy a house. Baby boomers will say our retirement is very uncertain. Really, the true losers in the generational war are Generation X.
Tell me what it is that makes us Generation X really so unusual.
There's this theory called the U-bend of life theory, which actually has quite a lot of academic support. You're pretty happy when you're young and you're pretty happy when you're old, but you're pretty miserable when you're in middle age. So there was a recent poll by Ipsos which found that roughly a third of Gen Xers are either not very happy or not happy at all. Some chronic health issues begin to emerge in middle age. People kind of come to realize that they're not going to achieve all they want to achieve in their career. And also they're at this tricky stage where often they have to look after both children and parents.
But haven't Generation
I had to listen to that again, and I just wanted to understand what he was saying. But as he's talking, what I think of is in the middle age, it shouldn't be a depressing part of it. I think that the hardest part is transitioning from your 20s to your 30s, because your 20s are your 20s. We all had that feeling. It's the first time that you're really an adult and you get to be out in the world making your own decisions. So a lot of our core memories stem from that time. You know, it's not too long that we weren't living at home with our parents. So our 20s are it's a pivotal time in our life. And as we get older, it's hard to transition out of that because you're so used to it. And then you get in your 30s and you're like, what's life? What am I supposed to be doing? I haven't hit all the benchmarks, or I haven't hit the goals that I thought I was going to be. I know that feeling. I know that feeling of thinking, oh, I'm not doing what I was supposed to. And then I realized I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And we do not need to put so much pressure on ourselves as far as where we are. And I think as you get older, you start to realize that. I'm in my 40s and I love it. I do not have the same stresses, but I can understand how some people, if they just got a lot piling on them and they think they're not in a good situation, they feel like this is a horrible time. Trust me, it will get easier. I tell you, by your 40s, I feel like you're set in your ways. You're more established. You've made all of the mistakes and you've learned from them. You know, you're benefiting from what you just worked on all your life, and those seeds that you planted. That's what I feel like. It's the harvest in your 40s. I really do feel like that. You're doing a lot of work in your 30s. That's normal. It's going to feel stressful. Shoot, it feels stressful in your 40s. Life is stressful at times, but it's how you get through it. So when he says that middle age, that kind of saddens me for the Gen Xers. But I do understand that they're under a lot of stress. And if you don't have all the coping skills and the things to work and help you deal with those, there can be some issues. So my biggest thing is do some self-help books. Get some Audible, listen to some books, get yourself in a better headspace, realize that you can do it. But yeah, he's saying a lot there too. And another thing I wanted to say, as far as there not being a lot of houses, the prices of houses have skyrocketed so high. I remember after the pandemic, a lot of people were selling their houses. I'm in the cleaning industry, so I do a lot of cleaning projects, and people were all trying to sell their houses, and some of them were pricing their places so high just because they could. And I'm like, goodness, is. You know, you get to have a pretty penny to have a pretty penny. And so I think a lot of houses are out of people's grasp. They can't even get to it. They can't even get, that type of loan even established to get that type of house. So it's just, there's a lot of factors that go into it. Yeah, there's a lot of foreclosures. A lot of people bought houses that they couldn't afford with payments that they shouldn't have never signed on a contract for, and just a lot of poor decisions. And then there's some people who just downright lost their house because they lost their job, and that is sad. So there's a culmination of things that go into that factor. But yeah, I just want to go back to the thing in the middle age. Like, trust me, wait till you get to your 40s. Wait till you get to your 40s, baby.
Polynesians are the most athletic big people ever. Look, this man about to run full speed. He takes that man from a spear position to standing straight up. How do you do that? I'm talking about bro came in head first, both feet off the ground, and ended standing straight up.
Did you see that guy was running with all his force? He
How do you
really
hit
thought he was going to do
grown man
something.
that hard? Somebody
You
grab this
just
man.
do.
He need to be on the offensive line. Polynesians are the most athletic.
Stopped him. Shay, we know what happens with you and white women. Ooh, what'd she say? Let's go to the comments real quick. Hashtag Shannon Sharp tossed the perfect alley-oop. And hashtag Justina Valentine slammed it home. Somebody's like, I'm crying. Hey, if you were reading this, everything will be all right in due time. God is working in your favor. Let's see what else we got here. She said, I'm a different kind. Don't worry about it. I'm going to go to it.
Justina, thank you for your time. We appreciate you stopping by Nightcap. We're definitely going to have you on Club Shay Shay. We haven't, I don't know, I'm trying to think. I don't think we've ever had a white woman on the show.
Well, so, Shay Shay, we know what happens with you and white women, but I'm a different.
Oh, there you go.
I'm a different kind. I'm a different kind, Unc. I've been to the cookout for a long time now. Don't worry about it.
She's
Justina,
crazy.
thank you for your time. We appreciate you stopping by Nightcap. We're definitely going to have you on Club Shay Shay. We haven't, I don't know.
It's crazy. What is that? She's selling ice cream cones on the subway. Who needs a fancy ice cream truck? Baby, you want to make money? You can make money. She's got the cones just stuck on the side like, here you go. You want it? I know that's right. Forget the legalities. It's ice cream on the subway. She said, I thought this was kind of like how it was supposed to happen until I tipped all the way back. No.
I just learned that the young kids, they use ChatGPT to talk to girls. They'll be like, write me a message to a girl to let her know I'm thinking about her.
She said ChatPTG, and I knew it because my ass is dyslexic. Listen, I can read in code. That's what they don't tell you about dyslexia. It's not that you can read, it's you can read in code because I am an AI wife.
They're ChatGPT texting?
Yo, because you already know there's so many people with no fucking charisma and no sauce, and they get all nervous and sweaty palms just to think. Now they don't got to. And they gonna be getting pussy like that. Pussy they don't deserve.
If I give up some pussy to a ChatGPT text,
You might.
I don't know if I can forgive myself for that one.
I don't know the last time you gave him some pussy, but you might have already.
Oh, shit. She said right.
We have to shut pussy down.
It's gonna get stuck. Do not get stuck. What in the world? The ultimate gambling game. What in the world? So instead of letting you stand in there and grab all the money with your shirt, they just like put your arm in there. There you go. That's sufficient enough. He's got $1 in there. Because you got to open it.
Oh my God.
Had too much fun.
It's been a long time coming, but I know. Oh no.
What?
It's been a long.
It's Spades night. They ain't trying to hear all that. She said you can't sing here.
How long have you lived in Singapore?
Singapore, 9 years already.
9 years, and then before that?
2 years in China, then some more got 5 years in the States. In local schools, only blonde person, hard to do anything. Always stand out one. China, same thing. They call me 金发.
金发, golden hair.
Golden hair.
Can you speak Mandarin?
也可以.
Do you still use it these days to get stuff?
当然.
No, ooh, not bad.
Would you like a free water?
Yeah, I'll take the free water.
Here you go.
What company is this?
It's called Free Water. It's free because we put ads on the packaging.
Free? Is it crappy water?
No, it's the best water. It's natural spring water. Other people buy similar water for a couple bucks. We give it away for free, and we also donate 10 cents per water to charity.
Charity? Which charity?
Right now we're donating to Well Aware. They build water wells in Africa, and they have a 100% guarantee on their work.
How much does this cost?
To advertise?
To advertise.
Or drink it?
Both.
Well, to drink it, it's free. You don't owe us any money. To advertise, about $1 of water total for all of it on those boxes.
Okay. How do I contact you for advertising?
The website, just freewater.io. Go to the advertiser page.
Do you have a card?
The water's the card.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, scan that QR
That's
code.
dope.
Sweet, I'll take
Have
it.
a great
Thank
day.
you, guys.
I like
Would you like
that.
a free water?
Yeah, I'll take the free water.
Very, very good. These were good videos. We made it through. We made it all the way through. My husband did good. He sets up these videos and then you and I get to watch them together. That is the deal because I am a recovering doom scroller. So instead of doing it by myself, you are in on this with me. So we both have to watch this. Okay? If this is your first time, I hope you had a good time. If you're a return customer, I appreciate you. I will see you the next time. Peace out.